other one? Yeah, bro. And it's rolling paper? It's a little hole compared to the other one? And it's rolling paper?
What? Where the hole? Yeah. We're gonna just rip that part off.
What part? This whole top part?
Yeah.
What's the usual? Alright. Who's that? Who you say, you sliding? Flip down. I can't really go this thing,
Bro, how you rip it off like that?
bro. I had to rip it off.
I meant like fucking damn.
So I tried to rip it, bro.
I meant like that. Yeah, not bro. You can put it in the paper like that and like roll like a poncho.
I clip it down.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that though.
It's the same way as rolling. Just put it in there, put the weed over top, and then roll it over. Yeah, that's cool. You like can rip it up and then like spread it down.
You got your ball this up or no? Ball this up or no?
Yeah, yeah.
Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag. I'm like, better get to have it. You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it. I ain't noticed I was hate. Brand new chick, she don't know that I was patient. I just want to know that I can hold a conversation. Oof.
Niggas loading me, bro. I'm like, bro, like, do you mind streaming? We're talking about $20, bro. I'm like,
$20?
Yeah, bro. I'm like, no, bro, I'll just stream. Fuck it. Then he talking about if he on Wi-Fi, he gonna lag out. Bro, you might as well give it the 20. I'm like, bro, do you got a job?
Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 75 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At their own own 17-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And out across midfield down to the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down, Jacksonville.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first carry now for Thompson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Number 34.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 17, Minshew. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they'll have the football but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just
going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team's side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts have taken the lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's his second touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Pass complete to Chris Thompson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On second down, it's Robinson. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On second down now, it's Taylor. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. Give him 52 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big...
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Colts 21, Jaguars 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Minshew quickly completing it out wide. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And Eifert has it. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On first down, Thompson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 60 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Colts 21, Jaguars 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game. These days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Second down and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And incomplete. It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there. And now it's third down.
And 10.
Hurts. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Let's go. Incomplete. It's fourth down.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 5-yard line. Bit of a mental breakdown there. Not sure why he left the end zone. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fights off the defender. Brushing off defenders. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Minshew throwing on third down. The open man is Westbrook. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. shotgun handoff to Thompson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run. Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up.
They run once more with Taylor.
The 28-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Lambo on for the extra point.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
makes the score Jaguars 28, Colts 21. Josh Lambo to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Minshew sets to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Right back to him on 1st down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. That one thrown downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Hurts. Flushed out right. He's got Burton here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Hardy, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Back to throw. Forced out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our